If you have a 2014 to 2024 Toyota 4Runner and you're looking to upgrade your headlights to the Morimoto XB Evo or XB hybrid headlights, this is how you do it. Before removing your factory headlights, you'll first need to identify whether or not your 4Runner came with halogen low beam and halogen high beam, LED low beam with a halogen high beam, or LED low beam and LED high beam. Make a note of this as the wiring will vary depending on which version you have. First, raise the hood of the vehicle and remove the 13 push clips securing the radiator cover by depressing the inner portion of the clip and then prying up on the outer portion. With these clips removed, remove the radiator cover and set it aside. Remove these two push clips and the one 10mm screw from the top of the grille. Firmly pull the upper grille forward, releasing the 6 clips securing it, and remove it from the vehicle. Moving to the side of the bumper cover in front of the wheel, remove the 3 10mm screws from the side of the bumper in front of the wheel. Remove the 10mm screws from the underside of the bumper. Then pry the 2 fender liner clips from the bumper. Pull the top tab of the bumper cover towards the wheel and then pull the bumper cover away from the fender. Pull the side of the bumper forward, releasing it from the bumper cover bracket on the bottom side of the headlight assembly. Remove the 10mm bolt on the fender bracket that was behind the side of the bumper cover. Remove the 10mm bolt on the inner edge of the headlight. Remove the 2 bolts securing the top of the headlight tabs. Lift up on those 2 upper headlight tabs and pull the headlight forward. Flex the bumper cover out of the way and pull the headlight off of the vehicle enough to disconnect the 4 plugs on the back of the light. With the plugs disconnected, remove the light and set it aside. Now repeat these steps on the opposite side of the vehicle. Remove the bumper cover bracket from the bottom of the factory headlight. It will be held on by either 2 or 3 Phillips head screws depending on which model you have. Transfer the bracket over to the new headlight assembly and secure it using the factory hardware. Repeat these steps on the other headlight assembly. If you got the Morimoto XB Evo headlights, you can now decide what style of daytime running light and turn signal you want by using one of the 4 color-coded keys included in the box. The red key gives you a white DRL with a fade-off turn signal. The blue key gives you a white DRL with sequential turn signal. The green key gives you an amber DRL with fade-off turn signal. And the black gives you an amber DRL with sequential turn signal. Install the mode selector for your preferred mode onto the 3-pin connector on the back of each headlight. This can always be changed after install if desired. Make sure the vehicle and headlights are off when changing the mode selector. If you purchased the Morimoto XB Supercharged headlight drivers, this driver will work on both the XB Evo or the hybrid headlights. Keep in mind these are not DOT compliant and are for off-road use only. Remove the 4 Phillips head screws securing the standard headlight driver to the back of the headlight. Pull the driver off the housing, depress the clip on each of the driver connectors and pull to disconnect the driver from the internal headlight wiring. Connect the new Supercharged driver to the internal headlight wiring, making sure the tab on each of the connector clips is secured into place. Apply a small amount of the included grease to the seal of the new driver. Press the Supercharged driver straight into the mounting location, making sure the rubber seal is seated properly and does not get pinched or bunched. Secure the driver to the housing using the original 4 Phillips head screws, hand tightening them down in a star pattern to ensure the driver seats evenly against the housing. The daytime running light and lens heater, if equipped, are powered via the included fuse tap harness. As a basic requirement, the heating system will only activate if the ambient external temperature sensors reads at or below 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit. To enable the system, with the vehicle running and after the welcome sequence has completed, flash your high beams 4 times within 4 seconds. The heating system is now awake. The high beams will respond in one of 2 ways. 2 flashes, the heating system is fully active. Power is actively being delivered to the heating elements and convection fans. 1 flash, request acknowledged, but some condition has not been met. System is in automatic standby for operation if all conditions are met. The fuse tap needs to be installed into a fuse slot on your vehicle with switch ignition power. We recommend using the 10 amp injector fuse labeled INJ in the underhood fuse box. An extension harness is also included if you would like to go through the firewall and tap into a fuse in the under dash fuse box. Locate your desired fuse in the fuse box and remove it. Insert the fuse you removed from the fuse box into the empty slot of the supplied fuse tap harness. Then reinsert the fuse tap into the injector fuse you removed. Route the fuse tap out of the fuse box. Using a drill with a 5.5mm or 7/32 drill bit, or a small cutting tool, make a notch in the side wall of the fuse box lid for the harness to pass through and insert the grommet on the fuse tap into the notch. Close the fuse box lid down over the harness. Connect the DRL harness to the fuse tap and route the shorter end of the DRL harness forward towards the driver's side headlight cavity. Route the long end of the harness across to the passenger side headlight cavity. We recommend routing it across the top of the radiator support and securing it in place with zip ties. Make sure any loose or excess wiring is tucked away in a safe and secured location. Mount one of the magnetic mount resistors in the headlight cavity on each side. Make sure the resistor is out of the way of the headlight. If your vehicle came equipped with the fully halogen factory headlights, take the halogen adapter harness and match the 4 connectors to the factory headlight connectors. Connect the remaining connector to the previously installed resistor. Repeat these steps on the opposite side of the vehicle. If your vehicle came equipped with the fully LED factory headlights, take the LED adapter harness and match the 4 gray connectors to the 3 factory headlight connectors on the vehicle, as well as the single connector on the resistor. There should be 1 factory headlight connection left disconnected. This connector is not used, so install the included connector cap onto it. Repeat on the opposite side of the vehicle. If your vehicle came equipped with the LED low beam and halogen high beam factory headlights, take the LED adapter harness and remove the cap on the back of the connector. Then match the 4 factory headlight connectors to the 4 corresponding connectors on the harness and the single remaining connector to the resistor. Repeat this on the opposite side of the vehicle. Lift the headlight up onto the headlight cavity and connect the DRL harness and the headlight adapter harness to the connectors on the back of the headlight assembly. Fit the headlight to the vehicle and reinstall the factory headlight hardware. Now repeat these steps on the opposite side. Get in the vehicle and confirm that all headlight functions are working properly. There are 3 LEDs on the back of the LED driver that indicate power is being received by the headlight. If any of these indicator lights are not illuminated when the corresponding function should be powered, recheck your connections and relevant fuses. Reassemble the front of the vehicle in reverse order of the disassembly. Now all that's left to do is to aim your headlights. Using a long Phillips head screwdriver down the back of the headlight to the adjuster gear, and with the vehicle parked on level ground, 25 feet from a wall, measure the distance from the ground to the optical center of the outermost projector on the headlight, and make a mark on the wall with that same measurement. If the distance from the ground to the optical center is less than 34.5 inches, adjust the top of the headlight cutoff to the same height as the headlight measurement you took. If the headlight is between 35 and 39 inches, adjust the cutoff to 2 inches below your headlight measurement. If the headlight is greater than 39.5, adjust the cutoff to 3 inches below your headlight measurement. And that's all it takes to get your brand new Morimoto XB Evo or hybrid headlights installed.